Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Better Than Adventure. It's me, Clubby, and today I wanted to make this video to kind of go over some things and talk about the future of this series. Now, before we get into all that, I'm going to go over what I'm going to be building today. In fact, I've just come out of the mines where I've quarried the cobblestone necessary for what I want to do. Sorry, I know that was probably loud. So, I'm going to build a little residential district right here. Just a couple of houses, probably anywhere from 6 to 9 of them, somewhere in there. So, that's kind of the plan for today. And in regards to what I was talking about the future of this series, I want to make one thing very clear, and that is this series is not ending, or anything of that matter. So don't worry about that, because I enjoy this series. I like making it and stuff. But what I mean by the future of it is that I am, after this episode, probably going to be taking about a 2 to 3 week break from Better Than Adventure. Now, does that mean that I'm going to stop uploading? No, it does not. What that means is I think this music might be a little too loud, I'm going to be honest. Sorry. But what that does mean is Better Than Adventure will be on hold for a couple of weeks. Now, I will still be uploading, and you can still watch stuff from my new series, which is also just so happens to also be Minecraft. You may have seen earlier today, I actually uploaded the first episode of it, called Parasitic Skies. That is going to be a let's play of a modded version of Minecraft 1.12, in which I'm going to be attempting to survive one of the harder mods of that version called Parasites. I forget the exact name of it, but it's a parasite mod that basically adds little parasite dudes, similar to the Flood from Halo. And I know that sounds kind of contrived and all that, but I promise you it's going to be a lot of fun. And if something about this series that kind of irks you is that I'm very calm and don't really make a lot of jokes or don't really talk about anything kind of silly, that series is going to be more for you. Does that mean that I'm never going to come back to Better Than Adventure? Of course not. I have a lot of plans for this world, and I certainly am not going to abandon it just because I'm starting a new series. But I am starting to feel a little bit of burnout, I won't lie to you, and I would like to try something new. And so this modded 1.12 version is sort of my answer to that. Now, with all that out of the way, what I'm kind of building here is the foundations for these houses, because something that I want to really do that I don't think I've been doing enough of with this town is I want to start working with the terrain instead of against it. Something that you've probably noticed about all of the buildings thus far in this series, I've kind of been flattening the terrain and then putting them there. With these houses, I want to try maybe not flattening the terrain and simply using the terrain as the guide for the foundation of the building. And that doesn't mean these buildings are going to be all slanted or whatever, but it does mean that I'm going to use a more natural looking slope to the build itself. I don't know if that makes sense, but we'll see. We'll see if it makes sense. I think you'll kind of see what I'm doing once I actually, like, do it. It's just a matter of getting there first. So, that's good, and then... Because I want these houses to look like they're kind of built into the hill, rather than built like the hill was flattened, and then these houses were put there, so... That's kind of what I'm shooting for. Again, I don't know if anything I just said makes sense. A lot of the times I'll go back and rewatch these episodes after I've uploaded them or in post or something, and I'll just be like, man, what the fuck am I talking about? But, I think you'll kind of get what I'm saying once I get these built. And then this one... No, that's too close. So... I guess we'll start with these 4 and see where we want to go from there. Good news is that I have a lot of wood, so that shouldn't be a concern. Smelt that iron. Maybe I make these houses out of this orange wood. I haven't really used it all that much. And the floor can be spruce. First things first, I need to decide where the doors are gonna go. I'm thinking kind of in these alleyways like this. So actually, really quick, let me go ahead and build the path too. What kind of slabs do I have? Alright. Okie dokie. Alright. A lot of stuff been going on lately in the world. I try not to get political in these episodes, as I've said before, but that whistleblower for Boeing was just found dead. The authorities are saying that it's a suicide, but I mean, come on now. How many of us really believe that? And again, I'm not trying to tell you what to think, folks. You're your own people. Make up your own minds on stuff, but I don't know. It just seems like every single person who has dirt on any kind of politician or celebrity or giant mega corporation, somehow or another they always end up killing themselves. And that just, it doesn't sit right with me. I don't know. Maybe the world's always been like that. Maybe it's a symptom of the current state we live in. But whatever it is, I don't like it. Makes me sad. Okay. So with all his foundations laid and this path kind of shaped, I think I need to go get more spruce wood because it's like the wood type I'm almost out of. Lucky for me, I did plant these like right over here, so that shouldn't be too much of an issue. I'm also going to need more orange wood, but I also planted some of those trees over there, so shouldn't be too difficult. If I'm being honest with you, I might even record another episode of Parasitic Skies today. Just because I've got nothing else to do today, and I'm just kind of in a mood to make content. So, I don't know. I don't want to pump out too many videos in one day, though, because then it's gonna give people quite a large catalog they have to catch up on. But I will say, I have a pretty solid string of work days coming up here, so I'm not really going to be uploading much in the next week or so. So maybe it would be good to put out a few videos now so that people have stuff to like binge through while I'm away. I'm not quite sure. I'll figure it out one way or another. But okay. Oh, that's perfect. Okay. Alright, that also helps clear out those trees for any further expansion as well, so it works out. Gonna get back to my house and get to bed. Oh, I also did some very minor remodeling up here, so that this kind of pavilion has a roof over it instead of being open air. But then it has these little railings and viewports into other areas. I think it just looks nicer, and it kind of gives this whole space a more rounded off feeling, like it's really the inside of a building and all that. So sleepy time. This episode probably won't be the longest today, just because the only thing I really plan on building is these houses. And I don't really have any big ideas for anything else other than the lighthouse and the fort. And I kind of want the fort to be like the capstone on this village. Not in the sense of that's when I'm going to stop playing the game, but just in the sense of I want it to be kind of the last thing I build regarding the village. Because I feel like the fort's going to be another multi-part episode type deal. And I know some of you are rolling your eyes and groaning as I do whenever my favorite content creators say that. But not to say that I'm one of your favorites. I'm not that egotistical yet to assume that I am. It would be really cool if I am, though. But did I not build this one? Wait, and did I do this wrong? Are these different sizes? 3, 4. Oh, they're supposed to be 5, not 4. Oopsie. Let me fix that. Easy enough fix. And actually, that works out anyway, because at least then I kinda justify not using this little corner area. I don't know, maybe I'll build like a little park or something at the corner of this street, but you know, I will say the one thing that's annoying about working with Minecraft music in your backgrounds is that it varies in volume a lot, to the point where it's almost annoying, but it's alright. I think it mixes out fine in post anyway, so it doesn't really matter all that much, but still. Okay. Is that one? Alright. I just gotta fill this one in over here. Okie dokie. And then, what do I want to do for the roofs on these? Do I want triangle roofs, or do I want... Yeah, I think I'll do triangle roofs, because I haven't really done many of those yet. The whole city kind of has a very flat look to its rooftops, so I want these to kind of be a bit more, not expressive, but shaped, I guess. Doesn't need to be anything fancy. We can just build them like so. It's kind of flat though. I feel like a little more depth would actually be good. If I move this wall in by one, they're gonna lose a lot of, well, I know what to do. Gonna sacrifice a little bit of floor space, but it'll make the actual structures of them look a bit better. Just a general rule of thumb type deal. Might also just be the color of it, I don't know. I'm a little off today, guys. I don't know, I'm just kind of in the mood to make stuff, but I don't know what I want to make. So they're kind of small, but if we're going for like shotgun house aesthetics, then that's fine. Is that the direct middle there? No, there is no direct middle. Great. 2 and 2, so we do that. Okay. Just doing this to make the house look a little more sturdy, while also giving it a little more character, because I don't want it to just kind of be flat the way that it was kind of looking there. We'll have one big window for each house on each side. Like so. And then if we just do this to prepare it for the kind of roof shape. Like so. How does that look? I don't know. They look a little boxy to be houses. I think maybe if we get rid of this and then we open this up like so, and then we cut this out. It's a bit better. I think it'll look better when the actual stairs get thrown on. But for right now, that general shape is fine. Like I said, though, I need more orange planks. Sorry if these noises ever get annoying. I just kind of do them whenever I'm building and don't know what to say. Because I will say, even though I do have a knack for filibustering, it can kind of be hard to think of stuff to talk about sometimes. Especially when you're all by yourself, which I am for most of these videos. But it's whatever, it's fine. So, I don't know. I don't think these supports are needed. I think just the corner ones are, frankly. I want to make this look good. I don't want it to look bad. Wow, I know. Great thought there, but I don't know. I feel like the corners are just a bit much. Or the side paneling stuff. I don't know. You know what I mean. Okie dokie. I also, on top of the Parasitic Skies episode that I put out today, and if I end up making another episode of that today, you'll see it. But I also had a thought of I kind of want to try doing a series on The Long Dark, which is not old, but it's a dated, kind of hardcore survival game, and I know it has a story. I've never played the story, but hang on, I'm moving my mic. Sorry, that was loud. I know it has a story mode, but I've never actually played the story mode. And so I've thought that maybe it would be worth checking out and also worth making a video on. Because, I don't know, it just strikes me as one of those games that's really entertaining in the long-form gameplay commentary format. Plus, it gives me something to actually commentate about in terms of, like, a story or something like that. Because, again, the one thing that's kind of hard to do with Minecraft gameplay is filibuster and actually talk about something. I just, I'm keeping it real with you guys. As I've said before, if there's anything that I don't want to do, it's be fake. And so, my real honest feelings on Minecraft videos is that I like doing them. They're fun because it allows me to kind of build and do whatever I want. But on the other hand, they're very difficult to make, not because of the actual gameplay challenges, but just because it's hard to find things to talk about when you're playing Minecraft. Sometimes you'll notice that I kind of repeat what I say in prior videos, and that's mainly another reason I wanted to kind of move away from Better Than Adventure for a little bit, is that I've started to sound like a broken record because nothing new is really happening, either in the world or in my life, for me to talk about. And so it makes commentary difficult. Maybe I'll try putting spruce plank roofing on this. Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do. 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna go ahead and get all this out of the way, though. For all of these houses. Should probably also go eat some food, so that I don't die. Then again, there's no XP, and my house is like literally right here. So if I did die, it's not like I would be losing much, but still, I'd prefer not to. Besides, any real gamer tries to keep himself alive rather than just respawn spamming to get his health back up. So, and I'll stand by that statement. If you're someone who does that, you're not a real gamer. I'm sorry. But respawn scumming, especially in Minecraft. I have a friend, right, and I won't name him by name, but I have a friend who refuses to play Minecraft survival mode without keep inventory on. Because, well, he says it just makes the game more fun because you don't have to worry about losing your shit. And he also says, like, that it makes it easy to get back to your house after a mining trip because he likes to just jump in lava or, fall to his death or something. But I always thought that kind of removes kind of the point of playing survival. You know what I mean? It's like, if you're going to just play with keep inventory on, then why are you playing survival mode at all? Why don't you just go play creative? Because if you're worried about losing your stuff to the point where, like, you want that as a actual feature removed from the game, then that takes away some of the challenge of survival mode. The challenge being, to keep yourself alive. So, I don't know, I don't get his philosophy there, but to each their own, I guess. Then again, I suppose I'm someone who doesn't really play Minecraft anymore without mods. The last time I did a vanilla playthrough of Minecraft was probably about a year ago now, because it was on a server and I didn't feel like setting up mods for said server. So, I guess I'm not entirely guiltless in the terms of not playing Minecraft the quote-unquote way it was meant to be played. That's kind of the fun of Minecraft, I think. You can kind of play it how you want to play it. Even my friend who's a little bit of a pussy for playing with keep inventory on all the time. Sorry. That's the way he wants to play the game. And even if I think it's lame and gay, not in a bad way, but just lame. Fuck. Well, I'm gonna have to bleep that out in post. My little, my inside thoughts came out there for a second. But now, I know that these houses aren't looking very pretty right now, but I promise you they will look good by the end of the episode. I will not rest until they look good. So, I'm thinking I could also have them be different colors, but I don't know. We'll see. I would like to keep it semi-uniform. I just don't know how uniform I want it. But I don't know. Again, we'll see. Ooh, we might have just enough to finish this house. Yeah, I'm thinking we're gonna have just about enough here. Let's see, 8, 10, 12, 13. Yeah, we'll have just enough. Oop, wrong place. Wet hands. This was my favorite Minecraft track growing up. Still is. Wet Hands is like the perfect Minecraft song, I think. Kind of stokes that feeling of childlike wonder and imagination. And it never fails to kind of make me think about, again, not to sound like a fucking Minecraft boomer, but lets me kind of think about the good old days and stuff like that. Just when stuff was simpler, I mean, I'm sure I haven't fucking said anything in this series that Jay Schlatt never said in a tribute to Minecraft, but, like, I don't know. Just brings me back to when things were less complicated is all. All the Minecraft music does in a way, but Wet Hands just reaches me on a level that I can't really begin to describe. But anywho, I'm gonna run over here and grab some more orange planks. I also think I could probably do something over here with like a beachfront or like a waterfront. Just because of the way I've dug out this beach for glass. But again, we'll see about that. Again, I am pretty cocksure on the fact that after today's episode, I'm going to be taking a break from Better Than Adventure for at least a couple weeks, if not longer. And I know this may be disappointing news to some of you, but again, I'll be around. And I am going to try and aim to keep my channel in the style of long form kind of gameplay commentary. So don't worry, even if it's not Better Than Adventure, if you just enjoy the style in which I do videos, as I've gotten feedback from many of you saying that the way that I'm formatting these is the thing you like the most, then you'll still get exactly what you're looking for out of the new stuff that I'm going to be putting out. So don't worry. Everything's going to be fine. And eventually I will come back to Better Than Adventure. But I just want to try some other stuff. And like I said, and like I've been saying this whole series, I don't want to just be a Minecraft YouTuber, right? And even though another series that I'm running right now on this channel, and one that I'm going to kind of put some time into until I get back to Better Than Adventure, is another Minecraft series, being that Parasitic Skies thing I was talking about. That doesn't mean that it's going to be the only thing that's going to be coming out in lieu of Better Than Adventure videos. Like I said, I think I'm probably going to give The Long Dark a shot, because I've played the game before in sandbox mode, where you just kind of survive for as long as you can without any kind of story or prerogative too. But I have not played the story, and I don't know how the story goes. I don't know how it works. I don't know kind of what happens in it. I've played like the first 20 minutes where your plane crashes or whatever. But beyond that, I have not really played any of the story. So, I don't know. It might be just something fun to do. And if you guys like it, I'll play it. And if you don't like it, I'll stop playing it. Simple as that. I also am going to be honest. Ever since this very small influx of views I've had over the past couple of weeks as I've been doing Better Than Adventure, has made me really kind of stoked. And when I was a little kid, it was my dream to be a YouTuber. And while, again, I'm not deluding myself with delusions of grandeur, if I can keep this momentum going and turn it into something palpable, I'd really like that. And by something palpable, I mean something sustainable, where even if this isn't like something I could turn into a job, if I could make, a little extra money on the side doing something I genuinely enjoy, then I'm going to do it, you know what I mean? As I've said many a time before, I don't make videos because I want to get big and famous or like make a ton of money, But I don't know. I just think it would be cool to have a little community on the internet. People who watch my stuff and genuinely enjoy what I do. It's just the thought is alluring to me. And frankly, I'd like to give it a shot. So, and hey, who knows, maybe in like a month from now my channel will be dead again and I'll just be back to where I was pre Better Than Adventure, but I can dream. In all seriousness though, I wouldn't be surprised if my channel loses this momentum after like a month or two and I go back to getting like 10 views on a video. And I don't say that to be like one of those tubers where it's like, oh, sigh, you guys like don't find me enjoyable anymore, I guess I'll quit, and then like stuff like that. And of course, again, I don't have nearly a big enough audience to even think about doing anything like that, which I wouldn't do because I think people that do that are whiny little assholes. But I don't know. Just kind of speaking my mind, really. It's kind of all I ever try to do in these videos. Okay. Yeah, I think the orange is fine. I think I just need to get the roof on it first. And I don't think I'm gonna furnish any of these videos. I don't think I'm gonna furnish any of these houses in this video. Just for the sake of, I don't really feel like it, if I'm honest. But I don't know. Again, we'll see. The thing that I like to do most in Minecraft is build the exterior of structures and then let someone else do the furnishing. But again, since I don't really have anyone else to do the furnishing, it's just kind of on me. So. Recently saw this one streamer who I guess is just recently blowing up. I think his name's Jamie. He's like some 16-year-old with a space helmet. that like he's pretty funny. I watched some of his stuff. I thought it was pretty good. So props to him. I don't know why, it just kind of came to my mind. I saw it on like Twitter the other day. I will not call it X because it is Twitter. And also, I'm gonna be real. I won't call Twitter X not because of anything to do with Elon Musk. I frankly don't care who owns Twitter because the last owner was a piece of shit too. And at least Elon Musk has some semblance of keeping in touch with the community. Now, does that mean he does what a lot of people think would be best for Twitter? No, but the last guy who ran Twitter was an equally big asshole. So I don't really care who runs Twitter. But I'm not calling it X because I think that's a stupid fucking name. And again, that's got nothing to do with my personal views about Elon Musk. That's got to do with the fact that, like, again, it's just a really fucking stupid name. Like, oh, we're gonna be so trendy and cool. It's like, dude, that's not trendy or cool. You look like a fucking loser. So, yeah. I refuse to call Twitter X. I just think it's really, really stupid. Changing Twitter's name, too, is, like, the most unnecessary... Like, I won't get into the whole staff layoff thing that Elon kind of got up to, and I won't get up to whether or not he's politically censoring Twitter or whatever. I mean, to be fair, the last guy who owned it did pretty heavily, but my whole point that I'm making is just, like, I don't care anything about who owns Twitter. All I mean to say is that X is a stupid name, and Twitter was already a very recognizable name. And I feel like, if anything, the only thing that this name change has done is made it kind of more unrecognizable to people who maybe don't use Twitter already. For instance, like, if you go up to your grandma and ask her, she's heard of Twitter before. I guarantee you she's never heard of X. And that's even though they're the same website. Twitter is a much easier name to remember, in the sense of it's just got more of a kind of... I don't know how to describe it. It's got more of a ring to it, I guess. Whereas X, it's like, that's a letter, dude. You know how many things have X in their name? In the sense of, like... Well, either way, I just think it's dumb. I think it's a dumb thing that Elon did with Twitter. The staff layoffs, that's up in the air for conjecture. The political censorship, that's up in the air for conjecture. But I think the thing that everybody can agree on is that X is a stupid name and he shouldn't have changed it from Twitter. And considering most people still call it Twitter, I mean, it wasn't really for anything, was it? But, again, I don't know. I'm just a guy on the internet, man. What do I know? Get these doors in. Alright, now onto the roof. Not really sure how I want to do the roof. I'm thinking spruce for the roof again. Just because I don't really know what other wood type would pair well with this color. Frankly, I might tear these down later because they don't really look that good, in my opinion. But I think maybe once the roof gets put on, they'll look a bit better. But again, we'll see. Alright. I guess I'll start with this house because it's the easiest one to get up onto. If I can make the jump, that is. Guess not. Well, let's do this. If we put that there... Okay. I'm thinking... No, I don't like that. Just do this for now. Roofing houses in Minecraft is always the worst. Especially with stairs being the way they are. No, see, that's what I mean. Actually, that doesn't look too bad. And then plus, once we do this as well. Yeah, that's alright, actually. Okay, well, everything works out in the end, I guess, right? But I am going to have to definitely make more slabs and stairs. Just because I will need to. I'm not going to have enough to do all these houses. Hell, this might only be enough to do this one house, and that's really annoying if that's the case, but I don't know, we'll see. No. Come on. Okay, well, if you're gonna be like that. Okay, seriously. This... Pissing me off, house. You're pissing me off. Isn't that like the whole character arc of that one doctor on that show, House MD? Just be like, House, you're always wrong about everything. And then he's like, no, I'm not. And then he's not. I've never watched House, so I don't know. But from the memes I've seen and from what I hear people talking about the show, that's what that seems. It seems to be the case, anyway. Yeah, this is not enough stairs for sure for this whole area. Again, I don't even think it's going to be enough for this one house. I mean, we'll see, but... Doesn't feel like it. Yeah, actually, that does not look that bad. I was kind of expecting it to be way worse, so worked out okay. Gotta go back up here, though. Okie dokie. Coming back over this way. Yeah, I'm gonna need a lot more stairs. I'm probably gonna also need more spruce wood because of that. I think I'll be fine on slabs. It's mainly just the stairs I need more of. Do I have any in here? No. Okay, well. That. Bada bing. Bada boom. Bada bop. Yeah, it doesn't look half bad. I need to fill this in, but I can do that no problem. And I mean, hey, going back to what I said earlier about this YouTube channel, if that doesn't work out, I can always just do what everyone else my age does and make a bunch of slop TikTok content. Here, I'll start practicing right now. Did you guys know that the Pac-Man ghosts actually have names? That's right, the Pac-Man ghosts have names. Canonically, the Pac-Man ghosts are named Inky, Blinky, Pinky, and Clyde. But why is one of them called Clyde? I guess we'll never know. See, I'm good at it. I think I could do it. I mean, I'm not gonna, because I think that's low effort garbage, but I could. I could. I don't know. I'm out of things to talk about, if I'm being honest. So, you'll have to excuse me if I sound a little psychotic for the majority of the remaining time of this video. Like I said earlier, it's hard to filibuster, man. That's why, like, with the other Minecraft series, I'm thinking about bringing one of my friends along. Just because I really don't think I could filibuster any more than I do over here. And especially with mods that are kind of requiring a lot of complex stuff, in the sense of I'm going to have to devote a lot of focus to it. I don't really know how well I'm going to do when it comes to speaking. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how everything plays out. The good news is, thanks to the Essential mod, I can bring any of my friends along for that Minecraft series in 1.12, because Essential, if you don't know, is a mod that allows you to do peer-to-peer multiplayer on PC. Which is really nice. It's something I wish was in the game by default, but it's not, so... Whatever. That is one update I wish that Microsoft / Mojang would bring out for modern Minecraft, is the ability to play peer-to-peer multiplayer. Because, like, dude, the game's been out for, you know, almost 15 years now. Actually, I think it is 15 years now. Holy shit. That's crazy to think about, that Minecraft's been around that long, and it makes me feel really old. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, it's been 15 years. And when it was just Notch and, like, the fledgling Mojang Studios making Minecraft, I could understand why they didn't add it, because it's, like, a lot of time and effort. But, like, dude, they're being produced by Microsoft now, and they're a multi-billion-dollar... It's a multi-billion-dollar game. They can add peer-to-peer multiplayer. They just don't want to. Now, for what reason, I don't know. But I know they don't want to. Which sucks. It's probably Minecraft Realms, if I had to guess. That's probably why they don't. Because if you could play peer-to-peer multiplayer with your friends, then there would be less of an incentive to buy a Realm. But then again, I guess really the only people that pay for Realms are people on console, and you can play peer-to-peer multiplayer on console. So, I don't know. Why did I just get a storage warning? Maybe I should, hang on. I'm going to cut the recording here. I'll be right back. I'm going to see how much free space I have left on my disk, and if I need to clear out any of it. Give me just a minute. Okay, so, I just realized I'd been forgetting to delete old recordings once I upload the videos to YouTube, as well as the edited versions of said videos, and it was taking up 228 gigabytes on my C drive. So, that's cool. So I just deleted all the old episodes of Better Than Adventure off of my hard drive. So I really hope I didn't. I really hope I don't accidentally delete any of them later on. Voice crack. Because if I do, that means... Why did I say it like a fucking white girl from California? Do. My God, if I do. No, but if I do, that means they're gone forever. Teehee. But it'll be fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. But that just means I have more room for cool stuff now, like cool new stuff. So, like The Long Dark, or Parasitic Skies, or... Also, I hope parasitic is spelled with a T instead of a D, because if it's spelled with a D, I'm gonna look like an idiot. Because I spelt it with a T for the series name, and I kind of forgot to actually spell check that. So that might be a little embarrassing if why did I just make like a fucking Reddit meme reference? Like, dude, I need to get off the internet. My brain has rotted. Like, actually just rotted out of my head at this point. Does anyone else feel like, and I know that this is kind of a redundant question because of course other people feel like this, but does anyone else feel like constant exposure to the internet actually makes you dumber? Like, because, you know, everyone who, like, is annoying says, like, oh, we don't need school because the internet can teach us everything we need to know. But then, like, don't you feel like the more time you spend on the internet, like, the dumber you're getting? Because, like, I don't know, I just feel like there's something intrinsically strange about the internet that, like, is kind of retroactive to learning and expanding your brain. I think it's got a lot to do with the antisocial aspect of it, where you're not really talking to people and absorbing information that way. Don't get me wrong, I'm not like a boomer. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, well, you know, if you don't talk to people, you can't learn anything. I'm not saying that. I mean, I've learned a lot of stuff off the internet. But I don't know, it feels like constant lack of movement and exposure to really high-intensity stuff all the time. I feel like it, like, rots your brain a little. I don't know. Now, does that mean that I'm not guilty of exposing myself to that kind of fast-paced slop? No. I watch a lot of slop on the internet. But I don't know. I just, in recent years, it's kind of been plaguing my mind, that idea that it's kind of being more harmful than it is helpful. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just a loony. But, I don't know. I don't know. So happy to see our Dark Lord finally immortalized in his glorious Italian stone. I don't know. That video, by the way, is like the funniest. Why? This game is going to give me a heart attack one day. I'm going to be a 60-year-old man playing Minecraft for fun, and a creeper's going to sneak up on me, and it's going to be the end of my life, both in-game and in real life, because something like that is going to happen. Oh, I gotta fix this now. Ugh! I hate creepers. I hate them so much. Just so much. Before any of you give me shit for not filling in my creeper holes fully, go fuck yourself, alright? I damn near just had a heart attack. You don't get to criticize me filling my holes in. Wait. That sounds sus. You don't fuck. You don't get to criticize me not filling my creeper holes all the way, alright? As long as you can walk on the ground, it's good enough. Dude, okay, it's like the second time I've done that. Maybe the internet is rotting my brain, I don't know. Okay. What was I grabbing? I don't even remember. Alright, I was gonna go craft more, stairs and whatnot. I think this should be enough wood, stairs to finish the next two houses. At least I hope. I'm gonna make a couple more slabs. Not a whole lot, and then the rest will go back into stairs again. Okie dokie, let's get to it. Alright, oh yeah, someone else who I watch a lot of of is retiring this year as well, other than Matt Pat. Fucking Jerma's retiring, man. Like that really, like, that's hitting. And I mean, he's not hard retiring, as he said. He's like soft retiring, where he's just kind of doing what he wants instead of just like always playing a game or like doing something that he thinks is gonna do well. He's just gonna be like doing fun little ideas and stuff. But like, yeah, man, he's like stepping away from Twitch and stuff. It's like, it's crazy. It really just kind of feels to me like, at least in recent years, that all these people I grew up watching and like really really like their content, they're like, you know, they're getting old. They're stepping away from YouTube. I mean, PewDiePie's pretty much soft retired as well. I mean, of course he's being a dad, so at least he has like a real obligation. Right, and I'm not saying that like, you know, these other YouTubers and streamers don't have good excuses to retire. I mean, Jerma's been uploading consistently for what, a good part of the last 2 decades. So, I mean, I can't say that that his retirement is unwarranted or anything. But I don't know, man. It's like Matt, Pat, Jerma, all of these people that, like, when I was kids, they were like my favorites. And I never even played TF2. I just like Jerma. Like, all of these content creators are retiring, and it really, it hits, you know. Even some of the newer content creators I like a lot, like Josh, the one who used to be Call Me Carson's friend, if any of you are familiar with that whole situation and debacle and all that. But Josh is a really funny guy, and even without being around Carson's group of friends, I genuinely think he's a really entertaining person. But Twitch and YouTube haven't really been working out for him ever since everything with Carson, because he fell out with him hard. And so he's kind of also doing I wouldn't call it a retirement, because he has very vocally said that he's not quitting, but like, he's stepping away from YouTube to focus on getting his master's degree and kind of real life. And that, I mean, like, that happens, you know, like, sometimes content creators just don't make it. Like, that's nothing to be ashamed of or anything to be like surprised about. It's just, it sucks, because like, all of these really cool content creators that I've always really liked, this year especially, seem to be just kind of stepping away. Just kind of done with it. That's well within their rights, and I mean, don't get me wrong, I hold no delusions about them sticking around forever. But I don't know, it makes that little kid part of me sad, you know? The kid who would, you know, stay up way too late on a school night binging, you know, game theory videos, or watching the new Germa stream, or the VOD of it at least. Well, I mean, to be fair, I guess Germa wasn't a streamer back then. He made videos, so the new German video. But yeah, I don't know. Just really sucks, you know. I'm sure many of you can share my sentiment. To be fair, I guess it's better that they retire and leave the internet on good terms, rather than it comes out, you know, 5 years from now when they're kind of washed up that they're a pedophile or something. Not to say that any of the people I've listed are. Certainly not. Several of the ones I've listed would not be. I have firm belief in that. But I'm just saying that I think it's better for a YouTuber to retire rather than be brought down by controversy, you know? Because then they're always remembered in that kind of positive light. But I don't know, just some stuff that's been nagging at my mind, I guess. But I will say the one thing that there is a positive about that is that it gives new creators kind of more space and more people seeking a certain type of content, you know? And I mean, we already had the first wave of like YouTuber retirements a long time ago, and that was kind of when all the Minecraft YouTubers quit or started making really like sloppy content. Some examples that come to mind are like Sky Does Minecraft quit essentially because of everything that happened with him and his family. Dan TDM has a family now as well, but his content has gotten to be very personally, I just think his content's not very good anymore, if I'm just going to be blunt about it. Do I think he's a bad guy? No, I just don't like his content. And that's just me. I don't know. That's my opinion. But it's gotten to the point where, like, if they're still around from the Minecraft YouTuber era, you wouldn't recognize them at first glance. And if they're not, then it was either controversy or personal issues that caused them to step away. The one exception to that is Captain Sparkles. But even he's, like, soft retiring, too, man. I mean, fuck. At least the last I heard, anyway. But, I mean, it's whatever. Life goes on. No use crying over milk that you can't unspill, so. And I doubt that any of us are going to convince any of these content creators to stay. I mean, I shudder to think how many comments MatPat had to read through over the last, like, you know, couple of months, ever since he, well, not months, a couple of weeks, ever since he announced his retirement. The amount of comments he must have been sifting through that are like, no, MatPat, don't leave, please. And, like, you know, he's always been very connected to his fans and his community, so I genuinely believe that with him, those tears that he cries in those videos where he, like, says he's retiring, I genuinely think those are, well, genuine. I don't feel like those are kind of tuber tears, like how Logan Paul did in his apology video. I cannot believe people have forgiven him for that shit he did in the Japanese suicide forest. Like, dude, I get, like, sure, maybe his content has improved a little and maybe he has matured a little. But, like, people have been banned off of YouTube and other platforms for way, way less offensive shit than that. And he filmed an actual dead body. Had a couple of weeks since he got back from Japan to think to himself, maybe I don't upload this, or maybe I cut this part out. And, like, I can maybe understand the mentality of, like, oh, well, no one would believe me if I just said it. But, like, he didn't even make an effort to censor the body, right? Like, he censored the face, sure, but he didn't censor, like, I mean, I saw the original video before it got pretty much nuked off the internet by his PR team. And, like, dude, you could see the whole body. It just makes me mad that people have seemingly forgotten about that, and he's still allowed to have a platform. And I've said before that I'm not one for cancel culture, but, like, there's a difference between someone making an honest, earnest mistake and, like, being so incredibly ignorant of what is and isn't okay that you film a dead body and post it on YouTube. And, like, don't get me wrong, I have, in the many years of being on the internet, seen many things related to people dying or dead bodies. But there's a difference between bumping into that on, like, a fucking, like, gore website that's, like, really fucked up and dedicated to that sort of thing, and, like, posting it to YouTube for all of your young, vulnerable fans to see. Because let's be honest with ourselves, the Paul brothers fan base is not above the age of, like, 12. Seriously. And if they are, they're, like, the douchebags who would, like, wear Bape hoodies in school and, like, while they're in class, pretend to, like, just put their mouth up to their hoodie sleeve, but then they'd be taking a vape off hit off their vape. And they think they'd be, like, the coolest shit ever because they think, oh, yeah, the teacher doesn't realize I'm so cool. But, like, the teacher knew, they just didn't give a fuck. Like, those kinds of people. But anyway, I'm getting heated, as the kids say nowadays. So I'm gonna chill out a little bit and just focus on finishing this house. And like I said, I'm not really gonna furnish these today. Besides, we're already at about 45 minutes, I want to say. So I'll just keep this episode brief today. And, yeah, it'll be good. Besides, all I really wanted to do was fill in this space anyway, and I didn't really know what I wanted to put here. So, and now that these houses are here, I at least can be happy knowing that I filled up this space in a way that I like. But once I get these last stairs on here, I think that's going to be it for today, guys. And also going to be... Oh, well, I also need to fill in the wall there. But once I get these stairs up and do that, I think that's going to be it for today. And I think it's going to be it for Better Than Adventure for at least a month or so. Just because I've run out of things to do. I don't really know what I want to do yet, because I want to do more with it. I just don't know what more to do with it. But like I said, I'll still be uploading. You can still watch my other stuff. And my other stuff, I promise you, is equally entertaining if you enjoy this type of thing. So yeah. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it, as always. And I will see you guys in the next video. Alright, bye-bye.